Here's what this cross fitness gym in Brooklyn did that Planet Fitness could never copy. I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to get straight into this one because I think this is a fantastic case study and I believe you're going to learn a lot from it because you might have a business which is membership based, might not necessarily be a gym, but could be membership based, and this could be very much applicable. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's crack into it. So they're in the health and fitness industry, located in Brooklyn, and they run a 600 member CrossFit box in Brooklyn, right? Documents their coaching, philosophy, community culture, member transformation stories on YouTube. I love that already. And the membership waitlist hits 8 weeks. Okay, so 8 weeks to actually join this. That is some real serious pent up demand. So no corporate chain, regardless of budget, can replicate what authentic community content does for an independent gym. This video is about the unfair advantage small businesses have on YouTube, and we're starting to see this happen a lot more. The reason why is because people are looking for that alpha. They're looking for the the next opportunity to promote and market their business. And if you start to promote your business and market your business on YouTube, you're going to get organic traffic, one, you're going to get leads, two, and you're going to generate revenue, three. These are all reasons why you should actually be seriously considering, if you have a business, to use YouTube in this YouTube enterprise landscape, which is what I call it. So let's break it down. Okay, at 8 weeks membership waitlist achieved. That is perfect, especially for gyms. In locations like Brooklyn, where there's a lot of lifestyle people. People are looking for fitness regime, changes. They're looking for locations to actually tap into that. All right, they spent zero on marketing and ads, 82% 12-month member retention, and 6x increase in coach applications. Now, that's fantastic because that shows that the content that they was making, a lot of companies, a lot of coaches in this case, were like, hey, I really want to work there. They might have seen the content on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Longs, right? They might have just seen it and be like, I really want to work with this company. So they apply, and then you start to actually recruit talent without actually, trying to recruit talent, just people wanting to work there. Kind of like that scene in Wolf of Wall Street, after the article in Forbes comes out, and then all the brokers come, I'll roll the B roll clip, all the brokers come, and they're like, hey, Mr. Belfort, I want to work for you. Mr. Belfort, I want to work for you, because the attraction marketing actually occurred, right? They did content, or he had content in a magazine. People saw it, they read it, and they was like, hey, I want to work there. It's the same thing that's happened here, okay? So Planet Fitness spent 175 mil on marketing last year, okay? This gym spent zero. One has a wait list. Authentic community content looks like versus polished corporate fitness content, and why viewers always choose real, especially in things where you've got transformation happening, which is the gym space. Okay, people want to transform their bodies, transform their health, and they want something real. They want tangible results. They want someone who knows what they're doing, knows how to get them the results, and just tell them what to do so they can get the results. Okay, so they're gonna lean more towards real as opposed to corporate in that sense. All right, specific formats that drove membership growth. So coach profiles, that's a good one. It's kind of like a TV show, right? It's like, well, this coach does this type of workout, and he or she works with their clients in a particular kind of way. They have different techniques. This is interesting to prospects. Okay, member stories, the transformation. Again, everybody loves to see where they started and where they ended up. Mr. Beast, as an example, when people look at his videos now, they look at the ones where he was counting to a million or whatever, right? To, doing Amazon Prime, Amazon videos on the biggest platform you could think of, right? Outside of YouTube, obviously. Um, we've got WOD breakdowns, okay, right? Owner Q and A's, okay. Now these are all techniques that, if you had a membership business, you could implement the same things. Could be an agency, right? You could have multiple operators within the company, their different profiles, their insights. You can switch it up. Law firm, right? You got different legal professionals, their different takes on specific laws, specific cases, right? Just use what you have within your framework and just choose to do organic types of content and formats because they do work. People actually gravitate to them, okay? Even with this format where I break down case studies, I want to start bringing on the clients that I work with and new clients and prospect clients. And, I just go through this in real time with an actual business who's reached out, right? That's what I want to do. So if you're one of those people, definitely reach out. The core argument is YouTube is the one place where small independent businesses can be a corporate giant every single time. And I just explained to you some of these reasons why, because people don't like corporate chat, right? They just don't like it. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't have the same voice that an independent brand, an independent entity has, right? And everybody wants the underdog to win. Big corporate, people don't want that, okay? So the key data points to reference here, right? We got monthly membership inquiries, 28 before they started doing YouTube. After they started doing YouTube, 12 months in, they had 94 monthly membership inquiries. Now, the membership, I would say, in a location like Brooklyn, let's say it's probably maybe $200 a month, something like that. So that's quite a decent increase in potential revenue for memberships. Then the marketing spend, they had $1,800 per month doing paid social. Okay, 12 months in, when they started to do all of these formats, it went to zero. And I love that story and that journey because it shows that the content that they're making is working and getting them results. But just the key thing to really take on this is 12 months in. It's not overnight, it's not 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 7 weeks, 12 months in. So it might take a little bit of time to get to that, and that's fine because you're going to go through the steps of building out your content library and your YouTube library, and it will start to pay dividends because once it compounds and people are watching videos from 6 months ago, 8 months ago, then you're always ahead of the game because it takes a while for people to catch up. But it's better to have that content library there so when people do start to watch, they can sit and binge just like they do on Netflix. It's the same psychology. Okay, 12-month retention rate. Before YouTube, it was 51%. 12 months in, 82%. Right, that's a huge increase. Average member tenure was 4.8 months. Now this is probably one of the best statistics here, the best metrics. 16 months of average member tenure. Now gyms have a tendency of churn. Things get difficult, people just quit. All right, especially if they don't pay like a personal trainer, then they don't actually have someone just pushing them and driving them. But 16 months as the average member tenure, that's good revenue retention for this business. Okay, now the coach job applications per month was 2 before they started doing YouTube, and as I said, they picked up because they had all these different formats, different styles of content going out, and now 12 months in, they got 13 applications each month. So the breakthrough moment was Planet Fitness has 175 million, roughly a marketing budget, 2,400 locations at 18 million members. The Brooklyn Gym has 600 members, zero ad spend, and an 8-week wait list for their gym. That's stellar. That's exactly what you would want. So YouTube is a great equalizer, but only for businesses who are willing to use it. Okay, and I've said this many times, and I'll continue to say it. As we see YouTube just continue to rise, okay, we're seeing businesses who wouldn't traditionally do any kind of YouTube content. Let's just keep it a buck here, right? Many businesses will be like, yeah, content's not really for us, but they're starting to see, well, YouTube can actually help my business. And think about it this way: companies are running ads to get in front of potential customers. And where do they go? Where the eyeballs are. So before, when we had yellow pages and just word of mouth and all of these things, that's changed quite a bit now because we've got all these different channels where we're getting information and intelligence from, right? We've got social media, we've got phones, we've got WhatsApp, we've got text, we've got Telegram, we've got Snapchat, we've got X, we've got Instagram, we've got all of these TikTok, we've got all these different platforms, live stream, normal video, membership, school community. Like, think about it. There's so many different platforms to reach people. So I don't want you to get bombarded or overwhelmed with that because I just listed off quite a few of them. But if you have started and you're like, I'm not really getting the results, then that's where you could work with someone like myself, and we would plug you in with the software that I use and have developed called First Party, which is built for YouTube enterprises. So all the things that you need to track, I've thought about these things for quite a bit, and I built them into the software. And we can walk through the different strategies, like what I've done with other clients in the past. We actually map these things out and say, hey, look, this is the roadmap. This is what we're going to start with. We're not going to do too much in the beginning, but we are going to lock down a few different things that's going to get this journey off the ground. Okay. So you can see that it can benefit your business if you leverage it. But if you don't make content, then you're not really going to get any benefits from YouTube whatsoever. But another thing to factor in, you structure your YouTube in the right way, your YouTube enterprise, and other revenue streams start to come, right? It isn't just, lead generation from the thing that you're currently selling. Brand deals come about, collaborations come about. You've got ad spend revenue, you've got live streaming, gifts, and all these different things start to actually, enter your bottom line, and you're like, oh, gifts and revenue, I didn't know we could get that, right? Some people still don't know that you can actually make money from YouTube just from posting videos. Forget selling anything, just ad spend. Yes, it takes some time. Yes, it's unpredictable, but it is doable, and it's only doable if you have the right YouTube enterprise system. Okay, and the bottom line here is independent CrossFit box with zero marketing budget built an 8-week membership waitlist and an 82% retention rate entirely through YouTube. Okay, nothing else, just entirely through YouTube. So authenticity is the one thing that corporate change cannot buy. And again, I'm not here bashing corporate. I'm just saying, in this example, an 8-week membership waitlist, that's exactly what you would want for any type of membership business model. And as I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a gym. I've just used this as an example. But if you've got, a membership community, for example, it's the same principles. Show these things, right? Show these different formats. Like, try them, test them out, see how they actually, respond in the marketplace into the audience that you're trying to actually attract. So if you would like to know about the software that I use to actually attribute revenue to, for example, my YouTube videos or any links that I put out, if you want to know how to actually manage this whole YouTube enterprise, situation and system, click the link in the description. I've got a link there. You can book a demo call, and I'll jump on a call myself with you, and I'll walk you through how the software can benefit your business, what I can do for you as a business, and see where we can help. There's a few questions to fill out just to see if we match, and that's pretty much it. So I appreciate you watching the video. I'm going to be doing more case studies like this, and if you are a business as well that just really wants help and you want to do this kind of format in real time, let me know. Connect with me on First Party. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.